Hello and welcome to News Flash on Oweleketv. I am Antonia Nwokolo. The Edo State House of Assembly served an impeachment on the Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu. The House stated that it was in line with Section 188, subsection 2A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Majority Leader of the House, Charity Agboebagian, who read the petition, stated that it was duly signed by 21 out of the 24 honorable members of the House. Charity also noted that the signatories were more than the two-thirds requirement stipulated by the Constitution. It was also added that it was based on two grounds which were, however, not disclosed to the public. The Speaker of the House, Blessing Agbebaku, who acknowledged the receipt of the impeachment notice, however, gave the Deputy Governor 7 days to respond to the petition. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has disclosed that discussions were ongoing with private partners to ensure that operators of buses and taxi services in the FCT were registered and assigned operational routes for security reasons. The minister also disclosed that the FCTA will soon begin the construction of bus terminals to serve the various routes in the FCT. The federal government on Wednesday threatened to revoke the licenses of electricity distribution companies over persistent poor power supply across the country. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, through his X handle, said the chief executives of Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, and the managing director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria have been summoned to a crucial meeting to explain the current challenges faced nationwide. Adelabu stated his commitment to hold all distribution companies accountable for their performance, as willful non-performance will not be tolerated and severe consequences, which may include license revocation, will be imposed. President Bola Tinubu has executed policy directives to improve the investment climate and position Nigeria as the preferred investment destination for the oil and gas sector in Africa. This was disclosed in a statement signed by Ajuri Ngelale, the president's special advisor on media and publicity. Ngelale said the executive order signed by President Tinubu is in keeping with his dedicated efforts to remove obstacles to investments in Nigeria, harness the nation's resources and diversify the economy for the benefit of all Nigerians. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has executed policy directives to improve the investment climate and position Nigeria as the preferred investment destination for the oil and gas sector in Africa. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has revealed that he is willing to give up his position for peace to reign in the state. Fubara and his predecessor Nyesom Wike, who is the FCT minister, have been engaged in a fierce tussle over the control of governance and politics in the oil-rich state. Speaking on the crisis, Fubara said that no sacrifice would be too big for him to pay for the success of his administration. Justice Tanze Benjamin Makama, a newly appointed judge of the Nasarawa State High Court of Justice, is dead. Makama died after a brief illness on Tuesday, March 5, 2024. Justice Makama was appointed as a judge on December 29, 2023. The news of his death has elicited condolences from the Kefi branch of the Nigerian Bar Association. In a statement issued by the chairman, Nuhu Egia, the NBA described Justice Makama's demise as an irreplaceable loss. The association also extended its condolences to the family of the deceased and prayed for the fortitude to bear the loss. They also expressed condolences to the Chief Judge of Nasarawa State, Justice Aisha Bashir Aliyu, and the entire judiciary, describing Justice Makama's death as untimely. Benue State Governor Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia has said that the 14-day ultimatum given to herdsmen who are engaged in open grazing has elapsed. He declared that now is the time for the full implementation of the anti-open grazing law by security agencies in the state. At a press briefing held at the Old Banquet Hall of Government House, Makurdi, Governor Alia, who was represented by his deputy, Dr. Sam Ode, disclosed that the State Security Council took the decision following the large influx of herders into the state. He also said that in the course of the 14-day ultimatum, the Security Council had monitored the activities of the armed herdsmen and studied the report of a 7-man committee headed by the first commander of Operation Wellstroke in the state. The government, however, warned that anyone who was in contravention of the law, regardless of whoever, would be prosecuted, disclosing that over the last 2 weeks, there had been a peaceful withdrawal of most of the herders in the state. Vice President Kashim Shettima on Wednesday, in a poetic tribute, described the late Group Chief Executive of Access Corporation, Dr. Herbert Wigwe, as a miracle capturing his exploits, achievements and conquests. Shettima said during the night of the tribute for Wigwe held at Echo Hotels and Suites in Lagos, where he conveyed the condolences of the presidency. In a poetic rendition, he captured the qualities of the deceased as a banker, entrepreneur and philanthropist. The vice president praised the exploits of late Wigwe and Oweleketv, the former group managing director of Access Bank, for transformations brought into the banking industry. He described Wigwe, who was his former colleague in the banking sector, as a visionary leader, a sanctuary of inspiration for friends, a source of solace for his family, and a nourishing hope for his community. He also described him as a symbol of pride for Nigeria and a beacon of hope for Africa. That's all we have for you on News Flash. I am Antonia Nwokolo.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.